Hey everyone, welcome back to the Reptile Room. Today, I'm just going to kind of introduce myself a little bit to the new subscribers. Thanks again for subscribing and following along with all the projects and everything. And also we're just going to kind of walk around and check out all the animals and see how they're doing. Behind me you see you've got Ronnie's new enclosure that we just finished out. Sounds like he might come down and join us. Just fed him for the day. Over here on my left, you'll see that we have the basilisk, who still needs a name, everybody. And then I'll show you like his new update that's probably coming along here in the next couple of weeks. So my plans for this room are just to build custom enclosures for all the animals we have and give them the best enclosures so that you can kind of see how I like to do it. And maybe inspire you guys to build your own stuff. Again, most everything in here I kind of want to build myself. Like this giant enclosure, you can't go buy that. You got to build one like that. It's 8 feet long, 5.5 feet deep, 8 feet tall. Did all the electrical, like as far as like wiring everything, the electrical is all ready in place. Just hiding all the wires best I can, hanging the lights. Putting in the 1,000 pounds of substrate, the pond. We actually have some fish swimming around down in there. We'll try to take a peek at them. They're just guppies. Gonna raise up some guppies to feed the basilisk because he will eat fish, and I want to put some live fish in his enclosure as well. So, well, let's get on with showing you around a little bit more. All right, well, we'll start with Ronnie's enclosure. We've got it all kind of taken care of in here. He's getting his veggie on today. So here's his little tank of water, 40 gallons. I don't know if you'll be able to see the fish in there or not, but there are some little guppy fry. Yeah, I'm not going to chase them around. They'll get bigger. I need to do a little bit of maintenance on this just to add some more water and everything. As far as plants that are hanging out down in here, this is really growing in, which is nice. He has really kind of decided to rip these two plants out every day, essentially. So that's a little obnoxious, but I knew we were going to lose some. This one's really growing in. Some of these other plants are doing really well. It's going to look really cool in here as long as he doesn't eat, all of them. So we'll come up and take a peek at Ronnie here. There he is, chilling up on his upper shelf under his hot spot, his UVB bulbs. And then he comes down to this level here, which is pretty cool. He actually has to work at it pretty hard to climb up, which I kind of like. I want him to work out, not get lazy. So he does have to climb, and he knows that. And he's pretty good at it too. I mean, those claws that's what he's good for. He comes out and hangs out. This is his access to get up and down that, which is great to watch him climb up. He'll come running down. I'm just going to leave the door open. He can come out and hang out as much as he wants today. So over here, in the basilisk enclosure, he's still pretty skitsy, but he just finished up a shed. He is gorgeous. His colors are super cool. That's green up here towards the front with his bright yellow eyes, and then it kind of fades into that bluish green in the back down to his striped tail. It's fantastic. I love how he sits with his legs all splayed out. So my thought process with him is that we're going to reuse. Yeah, don't mind the coffee cup there. That's, gotta have the coffee. We're going to use the old enclosure that Ronnie was in, if you remember that. I'm still kicking around a couple ideas. I think I want it to be like this. I don't know if I want to put it on that cabinet there, or if I want to drop that just to the floor and build it up pretty tall and really just give him a ton of space. You'll have to let me know. Either one is fine by me. I can go up kind of high. I also don't want to block that light. I'll put like a door open over here so that you can look in and put some stuff in, but we'll go up probably, as close to the ceiling as possible and still leaving some space for the lighting and heat and all the UVB and all his fun stuff. So this is Jane's enclosure, if you remember. Still looking pretty good. He has been eating like a champ. There he is down in there, just chilling under his rock. Let's see. Focus. There he is, just hanging out under there, just living his life. Over here we have Caboose. Caboose is the OG ball python in the group. It's just he or she, I think it's definitely a she, just hanging out under the driftwood over here on the cool side. Been on the cool side for a little while. That's what's making me think a little more female, but you know, we'll find out for sure. Then down here, these are all the extra plants. I've kind of set up a little like greenhouse sort of thing down here for them. These are what I'm going to throw in all the other enclosures as we get to them. We have the Leopard Gecko. He's about to get some maintenance done today. Just chilling out. He's been kind of lazy, just hanging out inside his little rock there, but see if we can't change up his enclosure. If you guys have some ideas on leopard geckos, like their enclosures, send me some info. That would be fantastic. I don't really, you know, this is our first leopard gecko, and I kind of rescued him from another guy at work. Didn't have the time for him anymore, so I took him. I have this room, you know, got the space, got the lighting and all that jazz, so give him a good home. So, you know, let me know what you guys kind of want to see with that. And then back over here underneath the basilisk enclosure is Luna. There she is, just looking all cool, sitting under there. Her graffiti look, I really like that. She was very, very active last night. I kind of want to, you know, maybe change up her enclosure a little bit more again. Maybe add, I'm not sure. This has a wood bottom that doesn't have a good seal on it yet. Maybe I'll hold off on this and refinish it and, you know, offer it up to one of you guys who's watching out there. I've had it for quite a while. I really like the enclosure, but, you know, kind of time to make a little change. But we'll find out about that. So my thought over here is I want to do all 3 ball pythons stacked up from floor to ceiling. I think that'd look really cool, so that's an upcoming project that I want to work on. And, you know, I want to bring you along for that ride, show you how I'm building it, designing it, all that jazz, so that you could do it. I think they'll look really nice. They're going to be, right now my thought is 4 foot wide, 2 feet deep, and probably about as tall as this 55-gallon aquarium here. Plus I want to free up a 55-gallon aquarium. My fiance, she would really like to keep some more guppies upstairs, so I'm gonna give her one of these tanks and we can go from there with fish. Maybe we'll get some cool guppies, who knows. But that's what I want to do with the ball pythons is, you know, make a nice stacking set of enclosures. And then that'll free this space up over here. I have these mealworms down here, which I'll kind of show you a little bit more in depth if you want. I don't see many people talking about how they keep their mealworms, you know, colonies going. So if you're interested in that, I can fill you in on how I'm doing it. I have no idea if it's the right way, but it seems to be working okay for me right now. So that's going to leave you with good visibility over here, so that you can kind of check out, you know, the new basilisk enclosure. So over here what I've done is I've put this chair in just as a kind of a placeholder. I want to put another one over here so that you can kind of sit and be able to view everything. There's Ronnie being a little rotten boy up here. He's not exactly thrilled with me down here shooting this video today for some reason. But I think this will be a good place to kind of come and sit down, and you'll be able to look over here and see Ronnie's enclosure, which is really, you know, looking really good. You'll be able to see the basilisk, and then right over here you'll have the stack of ball python enclosures. And then maybe here, if we do a little bit of breeding with the ball pythons, I'll put a rack in, or, you know, something along those lines. But there we go, guys. That's kind of the state of the room right now. I was kind of hoping Ronnie would come down and hang out, but he really didn't want to today. So that's kind of the state of the room. Let me know your thoughts on this. You know, if you want to see it go from floor to ceiling like Ronnie's enclosure, or if you think this will work really well. This should give it probably 4-foot height. You know, if you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to fill you in on, you know, what else is going on. But yeah, so that's kind of the state of the reptile room right now. If you could, you know, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, follow along with all these projects that are coming up. Don't forget to hit the like button, the little bell icon after you hit subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. We're still looking for a name for the basilisk. I need some ideas for the basilisk enclosure, and I need a couple ideas for the leopard gecko enclosure. So yeah, don't forget, just like and subscribe, shoot me a comment, you know, and that's it for the reptile room today, guys. Thanks again.